We are in Tropicana Avenue. Okay, we are now in a 2-room unit, and you first of all will be provided by a landscape garden like this. But one thing is now the window is open, you can actually have the surround sound of traffic. And let's try it if you close the door, the window I mean. So it's much better. So I think most probably this glass is actually treated so you don't get all the noise from the highway. Okay, so you get casa right in the opposite, a super high-end one, and this is the office building part of Tropicana Avenue as well. And last week we were there. Moving on to the master bedroom. So what I really like about the project so far, right, is actually the relatively high ceiling. And according to our sources, there's actually 2 packages when buyers bought this from the developer. And this is an upgraded one. So the difference is actually a plaster ceiling that I will show you guys later. And the cabinets and the stores and things like that. So this is the master bathroom. Remember, always check the spec. So it is American standard. Okay, so this bathroom is actually shared with the other smaller room, because this is actually a 2+1. This only means good stuff for if you're an investor, right? So again, it's American standard. So this kind of layout, somewhat if you like to have a lot of investment, right, it's good. But if you want to have privacy, this becomes an issue. Although they give you a sliding door along with it, but I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. So next to the small room, it's actually good to have a public toilet. What I mean by public toilet, meaning visitors don't need to actually go to your room to access, which is a good thing when you come to a small room. Okay, so as you can say, small room meaning small, right? It's really a bit crampy, but it's sufficient. I would say it's sufficient for a person or a couple to stay with. So another weird thing is actually you have the glass panel from the toilet out in the master bedroom. For example, if somebody from the extra room is going to use the washroom and they on the light, your bed here, you actually get the light. Something to think about. And its purpose is to actually bring in daylight, so you don't actually shower in the dark. But what the hell, right? You actually have lights. So I don't know what's the intention really, but it looks good though. It seriously looks good. So this unit comes with a washing machine, microwave, and this is Tika. So if you are not sure about specs of kitchenwares and things like that, always make internet Google your friend. Check out what is Tika and what's the spec like. And there's a Samsung fridge as well. As mentioned, this is the upgraded package, and we will go to the yard right now. You can immediately feel the difference. You can barely hear what I'm saying right now. It's because of the AKVE right there. Okay, so bear in mind when you buy this unit, although you are at the top, and we are actually connected somewhat via this highway as well. The view is not bad. So you can see the school field right there. Right there. Not bad, right? So we are actually in level, the higher floors, and keep you guys posted.
It's more than 1,000 square foot.
We are now in the smaller unit, the 1-bedroom unit, as you can see. So a shout out to the owner being so adventurous about the ID design. Okay, so after the bedroom, you can actually see the small bridge there, right over to Casa Green. Okay, so the higher floors is actually quite, you always get a good view. So if you're a sucker for good views, right, you always tend to spend more. But for investment point of view, it doesn't really matter. So you can see the density here is pretty dense, but our block here is actually less dense considered there, right? But what I like is actually you get all this buffer, because it's a requirement to have a buffer of land before a highway, so the residents do not suffer from the noise and all. So we are actually within that, and the architecture seems pretty nice, especially the landscape though. We'll go over to the retail areas to check out the landscape later. So this is the 1+1 bedroom thing, and credits to the developer for actually introducing movable walls. What this gives you, right? This gives you the flexibility of turning this space. Although it's 660 square feet, but you get a 1+1 room, and the +1 by definition is you can actually use it as a baby room or a office or a store or a personal wardrobe. Up to you, right? And I think it's pretty cool. Right, so there are a lot of people, and check out the swimming pool, guys. We are in the facility deck. And what's weird, right? You don't actually hear the highway, the noise from the highway anymore. So you get the pool sound to mask everything, right? This is nice. This is very nice. But of course, if you swim to the pool edge, right, you get the road view, so there's nothing to see much. And you can see the huge gym, a very big gym. So when they design these suites, right, it's most probably they have the younger crowds in mind, a more active younger crowds to enjoy the space. So they just take a walk around. And something you see, like for the reputable developers, right, their landscape are usually more well done. And this is the function hall. So this is the Dewan Serbaguna, which is the multi-purpose hall in other words. This allows you to host parties, even though your unit is small, right? You get to rent this space from the management and host your poolside party right next to the landscape areas. Maybe like a gender reveal party for your newborn baby, or just a gathering. It would be very nice. Right, you can see. So the part of the actually get birds, my god. You get it? Okay, anyway, I don't know why am I whispering, but most of the users here are actually expats, according to the local sources that I have. It's because St. Joseph is just right next door, and most of the people that invest here are solely for investment. And according to the sources again, the for rental is actually very hot, meaning rented is very easy to rent out, and now the price is going from basic furnishing is actually 2,000, and 2+1 room is actually going up to 2,500 to 3,000, which is kind of insane. Okay. Okay, this is the commercial area, and what caught me the first eye, right, is actually village grocer is here, which means expatriates are here, right? So we always, if you have no clue on investing, always follow the big brands like Aeon, Jusco, or village grocer, or Tesco supermarkets, right? So they have done their market analysis, and we, of course, as individual buyers, we will not have the investment arm or a research arm, right? Then we get all these data from them, and we just make use of them. So we have a Japanese one. So there's actually 3 levels altogether for the retail part, and most of them are individual title, and all of them are individual title, but some is held back by the developer to make sure that the place is livable, right? And the benefit of getting properties from reputable developers is they always try to improve the condition of the property. Hey guys, so in kind of a conclusion, right, we came to the retail space down there, and then the first thing that kind of puts me off is the drop off, then the loading bay of the commercial area, because it's not done very well. Therefore, it kind of created the congestion, a little slight congestion of a car park, and bear in mind it's not fully occupied yet. The management needs to do a little bit more on the wayfinding to direct cars from the external into the car park behind, because the car park behind is actually pretty empty. Okay, so Malaysians being Malaysians always park the cars at the roadside and just go to the shops, right? And then from there we move on to the residential areas. The access, just because of the 4-tier security, it's pretty peaceful. Nothing to worry about. Just that it's your mood. When you come back home, you leave the car, then you meet a lot of people on the way up. It's whether up to your liking. Or are you a person that is more private, or are you a person that actually likes some crowds, right? So I'm now in the facility deck, which is well done, pretty well done, and you get to see a lot of expatriates walking around. And in general, the corridors are longer for the residential units, meaning from the lift you need to walk kind of very high up to the 2+1 bedrooms. And for the 660 square feet, you get a 2+1. You get a 1+1. And the innovation part of the project is the flexible panels. That's what I like. The flexible panels where you can fold and make into the +1 room into something usable yourself. And just to get a better background, you can see the chicks. So the crowd here, if you're for investment purposes, you can't really get full coverage of your installment. You just need to chip in a little bit, but it's very easily let out. Okay, so now per square feet is going around 980 per square feet, compared to the gardens where they have MRT is 1,000 per square feet, both on leasehold land. And to me, it's very nice. If you can afford 1,000 per square feet, of course, this is the standard that you'll get. And Okay, so let's get back to the office and we'll talk more.